Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm your host, Moises Beauchamp. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, that bell like that, you know whenever I go live or I upload. Hit that comment section and let me know what you think about what we're talking about here today. We're talking about what could be the key to finding little Dulce Maria Alavez. Last night, NBC 10 aired this little news special concerning little Dulce Maria Alavez. They really didn't talk about anything new, nothing that we really don't know, anyway. But they did talk about they talked about the surveillance video, the sketch that was put out there, which in my mind is a big question to me. They basically kind of just retract little Dulce's path on that date. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like retract it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you that little tour that the lady Cydney Long did, and I'll share that with y'all real quick. I also want to let y'all know that they moved the little spot that they had there in memory of little Dulce Maria Alavez. They moved it. They approved a tree, to be used for this matter. It was approved by the mayor of Bridgeton, Mr. Mayor Kelly. It was also approved by the police department and the public works department as well. So that's that. Can't have no candles out there. I mean, it's common sense. It's a park, kids play out there. Really don't want no candles out there. A lot of them candles have glass, and if they're lit up, it could cause a fire. So, it's just common sense. But it's going to be interesting to see what it is that they're going to do with this tree and garden. That's what it's called, Dulce's Tree and Garden. So, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and share this tour that Cydney Long did of the Bridgeton City Park. And as that plays, I'll give you my opinion, a little commentary. All right.
An afternoon to have ice cream and to play in the park with her younger brother. Hi everybody, I'm Cydney Long with NBC 10 News, and we're at Bridgeton City Park today. It's January 30th, and we're nearing the 5-month mark in the Dulce Maria Alavez case, the little girl who's missing here from Bridgeton. So I'd love to tell you that we have a brand new investigative lead in this case, although I'm sure it is coming soon, but we are here in the park for a new reason. We're going to take you on a tour of the park in a way that we haven't shown you before. And it's really cool. It's pretty interactive. You're going to be able to work with this video. I want to start right here. This is the parking lot where Dulce's mother, Maria, parked. So you can see our news truck is parked here, and the video is going to breathe a little bit, and we're just going to take a walk together.
Now, one thing to note, that back in September, it would have been just the beginning of fall. So there would have been leaves on these trees. You feel me? So mom's vision from where she was parked at to where the little playground is at would have been harder for her to see from there. Feel me? And due to the little hill and everything, like I went through on the video that I did when I did exactly what she's doing. But let's go ahead and listen.
We're going to walk right through this park. You can see these railroad ties and some of the rope that is at the edge of the parking lot there where the mother was parked. And then we're going to walk through this area, and I just want people to get a feel for kind of how far it was where Dulce and her little brother were playing. So just kind of come along with me here.
Now, another thing to remember is that that playground, and she's about to mention it, that playground was under construction when little Dulce Maria Alavez went missing. Okay, around the time that family was out there at that park, it would have been just around quitting time for the crews working out there. So that's just a question in my head, all right?
Woods line over here to the left. I'm going to take you there in a few minutes, but I would ask you to take note that it was a whole lot more lush in September. It was a really nice, warm, sunny afternoon that day after school for Dulce and her little brother. They had just stopped to get ice cream and brought it here. So this is a playground, and there's new equipment here now. They renovated the playground. It was actually under construction at the time, and Dulce's mom had said that Manny and her daughter were playing on the swings. The swings were turned in a different direction in September, but these are the swings, and this is the playground area. You can see if you maneuver the video a little bit, you're able to work with the video and kind of turn it around for that 360
what
view.
Time it was that the
we
family
noticed
was
earlier
out
this
there.
morning there's some pictures of Dulce on the bench. We're going to continue in this direction. And what you're going to see here in a second is the Department of Public Works buildings. We're going to go up a little bit of a hill here. And these buildings, we learned during the course of the investigation, they close at 3 o'clock. So when the Alavez Perez family was here that afternoon in September, and when Dulce was taken, this is the area where Manny, her younger brother, said he saw a red van or a red SUV and his sister get taken or go into this vehicle. It's unclear at this point how that vehicle...
Okay, so she said them buildings closed at 3 o'clock. So if I'm not mistaken, that family was there shortly after that, right? I'm not sure, I don't remember the exact time, but if I'm not mistaken, it was like, I guess 4 o'clock, something around there. I'm not remembering. Correct me if you know what time that family was there. Drop it down in the comment section. But now she's talking about that vehicle, the red van that supposedly took little Dulce Maria Alavez. As far as we know today, as far as that Amber Alert website, the vehicle description has changed. So why isn't it that they didn't mention that on that news special last night, and she's not mentioning it here? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you think.
May have been able to leave Bridgeton City Park, but I just wanted to get you a feel for the buildings, and there's no way that the mother would have seen anything take place behind these particular buildings here. You can see the flyers are still hanging on some of the trees and some of the telephone poles around us. From here, if you interactively look at the video, look how far this area is from our news van. And our news...
Another thing I'm wondering is, what could it have been that drew them kids to end up behind that building?
Van's a whole lot taller than Noema's car, the mother's car, parked in that corner spot. There's a hill in the way, there's fencing in the way, and keep in mind, Dulce's 5. She's 3.5 feet tall, not as tall as I am, and it's really hard to see. So where I'm going to take you right now is sort of the edge of the park and the woods here. Fewer leaves on the trees in this way, on this day rather, and there's a hill that goes down here. There's a hill that goes down right here, and then there's, in Bridgeton, they call it the raceway or the spillway. So there's a small body of water, man-made, that goes from Sunset Lake more to our north, and then it leads down to the Cohansey River. And this is the area where the very next day, those search parties were out, even before it turned into an Amber Alert. All of the authorities Bridgeton City Police, neighboring police departments, state police, the canine unit. This is the area, this was really the area that they were concentrating on, because if you remember, before this turned into an Amber Alert case, this mother thought her child was playing hide and seek and potentially had just run off. So the areas of that spillway, along with Sunset Lake, along with the Cohansey.
As far as a lot of the spirit whisperers, they claim that she's over there in that on the other side, which you just explained, over there by the dump, the old dump. A lot of the spirit whisperers believe that she's in that area. You have some that believe that she's buried behind the school. Me personally, I believe that she's still alive, and the law enforcement people know it. Let's continue.
The little tributaries that lead that direction, that's where the divers and the dive teams and the downtownship, I can't remember all of the agencies that were involved, but so many that came out to lend their resources and look for the little girl. So kind of bear with me as we walk back. You can also see these big oak trees, and there were people on the basketball court that afternoon, so we're passing by there, but this corner edge of the basketball court, that was really...
And as we know today, that the people that were in that basketball court was a few little girls that were teenagers. You feel me?
That really blocked the view. Again, authorities have told us that the mother and her younger sister were scratching off lottery tickets, but they have since interviewed everybody that was playing basketball and everybody who was in the park.
Said mom was playing lottery tickets.
That
I thought she
afternoon,
was
we're going to come back by
sister with the homework,
where the mother was parked, where our news truck is parked right now. You can tell I'm catching my breath a little bit, and you can give an idea. It'll give you an idea of just how far it was. Now, the area we're passing by right now, this is an old concession stand that they use for sporting events. Bridgeton City High School is across the way. And we're going to lead you over to the area outside of this baseball diamond that's really become an area of prayer for people to come say a prayer for Dulce Maria Alavez. The family, police, authorities want more than anything. Valentine's Day marks 5 months. February 16th marks 5 months. They would love more than anything to bring this little girl home. So these...
As we know today, that has been moved to a tree, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna drop link below to the Dulce's Voices channel, where you could access the information for where this has been moved to, this area of prayer, which is now called Dulce's Tree and Garden. Okay. I'll drop that link below so you could get more information on this area. Alright, my good peoples. That area has been moved now. No longer called a memorial. It's called the Dulce's Tree and Garden. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that area. If you want more information, I'm going to go ahead and drop that link below. If you have any information on this situation, contact the Bridgeton Police, state police, or contact the FBI. The numbers are flashing across the screen. Let's talk about this in the comment section. What could be the key to finding little Dulce Maria Alavez? What could be the key? As they said on that news report yesterday, it could come down to a little fiber. You feel me? And I'm sure that these professionals, these law enforcement people, these FBI people, they're probably on to something. And it's going to be interesting to see. With that said, my good peoples, let's keep this little girl in our prayers. Let's keep the family in our prayers. They have a $75,000 reward for an answer. You feel me? With that said, my good peoples, y'all make it a phenomenal day. I'm your boy, Moises Beauchamp, signing out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that bell, like that you're notified whenever I upload or I go live. Hit that like button, and let's talk about this in the comment section. One love, my good peoples. Peace.